Next up for Walsall, tomorrow night is Grimsby at home. Grimsby had a positive start to the season. They're one of 5 teams unbeaten, along with Fleetwood, MK Dons, and then of course Chesterfield and Crewe. 100% record so far. Right then, so this is going to be a bit of a challenge. They're currently in 4th, 7 points. Walsall 7th on 6 points. Let's have a look at what they've done so far. 3-0 win over Crawley, first match of the season. Didn't go well for them at Harrogate, but they managed to get a draw out of it, 3-3. And then a 2-1 win home to Newport. I've seen some of the highlights from some of these, and the dark arts have been helping them. So that's something we're going to have to be careful of. What else do we know? They, of course, got through the EFL Cup, beating Shrewsbury. A couple of dodgy decisions in that as well that sort of helped them forward. Let's hope that's not a theme for the season. We hope not. Yeah, they've got Manchester United. That's coming up next Wednesday. So they will have their eye on that. But obviously, we'll be totally focused on trying to get points tomorrow night. Players to be aware of. Christy Pym, very experienced keeper, bought from Mansfield. He's going to be a good stopper. They will be playing 4-1-4-1, most likely. The one is in defensive midfield, George McEachran, 24. He came from Swindon, played for him last season, played every game for him pretty much last season. So he's a solid player in there. Jamie Walker, not to be confused with our old Jimmy, of course. Experienced midfielder, winger, 32 now. Did very well at Bradford. Only 17 goals in 108 appearances, but a big part of their promotion last season. But they released him, so didn't feel like he was up to League One at 32. So have to see what he can do for Grimsby. Up front, the other one in the 4-1-4-1 is Jays Cabia. Scored 3 in 3 so far. They picked him up from Truro in National League South. Scored 16 in 40 last season. After he's buzzed around the Irish leagues and Scottish leagues before heading to Truro, as I say. So, plenty to look out for Grimsby. Full of confidence. David Artell, very smart manager, makes a few tactical changes during the game. So that's something that Walsall have to be aware of and adapt to. And so far, Walsall, we've been doing well, haven't we? We've been doing well. The game at Barnet was a strange one. When Barnet went down to 10 men, you'd have expected Walsall to dominate possession, but it just doesn't seem like we can just hold on to the ball. It's after we just go for the jugular every time, perhaps. But first 30 minutes, we were passing the ball around, very accomplished and looked very good. But last 30 minutes looked like a scared team, afraid to concede, like we were at the end of last season. But with Hayden Flint at the back, helped to secure things. There were a few strange team changes. Of course, Evan Weir did well, but he was replaced by Danny Cox, who also did very well. And then Harrison Berg came in for Rico Brown. The reason for the change, Matt Sadler has commented on squad rotation. So has he learnt from last season? Is he going to be rotating players better this season so we don't wear everybody out? Obviously, we had Vinnie Harper, got a game against Stoke. So maybe he's going to do more of that this season, which should keep our players fresher through the season. He has played Conor Barrett every game so far, like he did last season. So maybe he's one of the non-rotation players. So in the back line, I think Evan Weir and Rico Brown are going to come back in with Flint there. Priestley Farquharson come off the bench, gave away a free kick on the edge of the box against Stoke, with basically grabbed his bloke and pulled him out the way. He did the same against Barnet. That was in the box. Surprised he didn't concede a penalty. So he needs to stop doing that. Be a bit more composed and just hold his place. So that's the back three. Roberts will be in goal. He did flap at that cross from the corner. So that's something he's got to work on. He's got to be careful of and make sure people can't exploit him for that. I think Barrett and Hancock are going to be the wing backs. But it'd be good to see if Vinnie Harper makes the bench. Maybe he'll get sort of rotated in, as it were. Lewis Warrington, he got another run out on Saturday. Not been over impressed with him, but I mean it is very early for him yet, so he's got time to settle. But is he taking a spot on the bench that could be better used to help us go for a plan B and have more attacking minded players to come off the bench? In midfield, we're likely to go with Jellison Lakin, I would think, but maybe being a Tuesday and the rotation, is it possible he might go Courtney Clark and Ram to start? I think what we did last season, having players coming off the bench last 30 minutes, the Hall Earring combo, could be doing that with Clark and Ram. I think that would work. It seems that Jake Holman is ahead of Ram at the minute, but I think Jake still needs a bit of time to adapt to the English game. So maybe giving Ram a go. We saw against Stoke how well he was, how well he played. So we really want to see him, don't we? See what he's capable of in a league game. And is he going to get the chance? We'll come back to that in a second. Up front, likely to be Elvis and Stuttle. Or any more rotation. Jammer has been getting minutes. Adoma, of course, still looking for his 100th goal, has been getting minutes. He helped keep us calm in the later stages of the game on Saturday, so that was good. And then, of course, Josh Gordon didn't make the bench on Saturday, so is he going to be rotated onto the bench for tomorrow night? It remains to be seen. We are still not completed the transfer window, so we could still have some movement. Somebody did say that Barrett was going to be on his way, but I think that's highly unlikely. But have we got any other players coming in? I think a striker is something we need. Because Elvis and Stuttle, I'm pleased with them. I think they're going to get goals for us. But Jammer and Gordon, are they the best options off the bench? Do we think we could perhaps get another striker in? I think that would be good if we can. We've got some good money in for Akagboo and Taylor Allen, and it doesn't seem like they've spent that much of it. Yeah, we have been like Mason Hancock and the likes. They have been spending the money, but on there'd be lower level signings as far as purchase price is concerned, because of where they're coming from. So interesting there. Midfield. Have we got any more midfielders coming in? Dylan Sloan. That's gone a bit quiet, but I think Walsall are still working on that. But what would happen with Ram if Dylan Sloan comes in? Would he be ahead of Dylan Sloan? And I don't know where they're all going to fit in. Another CDM potentially. See what happens there. Plenty of moving parts, as always. I'm sure Matt Sadler is on top of it. But against Grimsby, we can expect them to have more of the ball. But can we do the damage and avoid them using their dark arts to try and get penalties, which they've been doing so far? So we'll see. One other thing that's getting close is the Content Creators Cup. I'll put a link in the description for our Just Giving page. We're raising money for the Walsall Foundation. We are going right into the Custard Bowl to play the Wolves content creators. Got a representative from Spurs as well in there. So that's going to be an interesting one. Can we go and put one over the Wolves, guys? That would be nice. Right then, Wolves Fan TV, thanks for watching. The joy and the pain. See you tomorrow night.